Ooh, yeah, finally, I got one right. Yeah, you see that? I am right. I was right. That's one for me and remember how in chapter 28, Kaito did a rewind to make sure that Akiho's secret didn't get out? Well, when you start reading chapter 29 of the clear cards, you could be forgiven for thinking that Kaito went back a bit further than a few minutes. They hit a lot of the same beats. Sakura shows off her uniform, she meets Shaoran on the way to school, Tomoyo is filming in the bushes. It's all recycled in a way that feels like Clamp is just trying to reuse assets, even though this is manga and there's no excuse for recycling. Even Sakura is aware of how similar everything is, except this isn't a case of deja vu, because like I said, this all happened before and you can't blame this on time travel because Kaito didn't go back that far. Although if he had, I guess we wouldn't know about it, even though magical characters totally should. Time travel isn't a thing that ever appeared in the manga before this point, but in the anime there is a time card that could reset time from a couple minutes to 24 hours. Sakura, being new and inexperienced at the time, couldn't figure out why it felt like time was repeating itself, but Shaoran knew precisely what was going on, though it took him an entire day to bring it up. Kira wouldn't notice, but of course he wouldn't. Monday could repeat for a month and it wouldn't affect his daily routine. I guess this is just proof of Kaito's level of power, because even though everyone in the series has gotten more powerful, no one is able to notice when he messes with time. In the second half of the chapter, everyone is in a sewing class, which obviously seems a little redundant for someone like Tomoyo, but I guess that's just the byproduct of a standardized curriculum. Sakura and Akiho have a chat about how their men won't open up, and it's sweet, but I'm sorry ladies, but you're asking too much. Men don't share their feelings. We keep them inside and fester like a mental illness, which then leads to a desire to unseal magical artifacts. Or maybe that's just the case for Kaito. Back at Akiho's house, Kaito and Momo are chatting about Kaito's real intentions. Kaito has said before that he needs Sakura's clear cards in order to achieve his goal, but now we learn that he needs a specific card in order to activate the Book of Time, a thing that Momo says did not go well the last time someone tried it, but Kaito believes that combining his magic with Sakura's will be enough to make it go right this time. First, he just needs that specific card. He needs this specific card to activate the Book of Time so that he can perform taboo magic. We don't know what this taboo magic is, but when Kaito is talking about it, he references Akiho as the magical artifact that Ariel accused him of stealing. Moreover, he says that this artifact, Akiho, is the creation of Kaito's magic guild and Akiho's magic family. The dialogue implies that the book predates Akiho, which you assume means that they don't exist as a set. But Akiho is wearing a dress made of gear, so perhaps she's made from the book in an attempt to access its powers through a living form, since the conventional way of activating it seems to be hazardous. This would also be why your family considers her a disappointment. She's a failed experiment. But if we're talking about disappointments, then let's not let Kaito off the hook because his plan is woefully inefficient. He says he needs a specific clear card, but throughout the series, the clear cards have been randomly manifesting based off of situations in Sakura's life or her feelings. Which means if you need her to will a specific card into existence, you're hoping for a very specific set of circumstances to happen completely by chance. At least Ariel manufactured his situations with a clear intent most of the time. Sure, his early plans were pretty open-ended, but by the end he probably had to think for a while about a situation that would make Sakura use a specific card. As I've said before, Kaito's plan could probably be sped up if he just asked her for help. Allow me to think like a villain for a second here. You don't have to tell her why you need a specific card. You can even lie about it. Sakura is super gullible. You can tell her just about anything. So when she makes the card, you do a double cross. This is villainy 101 sort of stuff, and it's the thing that makes me think that there's more nuance to Kaito's plan than I'm giving him credit for. Whichever card Kaito's plan ultimately requires, though, I'm betting these scissors aren't it. I mean, unless all along his plan was to beat Tomoyo at sewing. Hey everyone, it's CC Yamato, doing one of these end credit things just because this video was kind of experimental. I was doing something new, as you can probably tell by the faster pace. I know that results in a lot shorter of an episode, but I wanted to try something new. It's the end of the year, and I'm admittedly kind of rushing to get through to get on a plane and go home for Christmas. I wanted to get this out before I was away from my microphone and my recording equipment and all that. But let me know what you think in the comments. It was really hard to record at that pace, but you know, if it goes over well, then I'll try doing more like that, and otherwise for the next month, if it doesn't go over well, then you know, I'll just go back to the original format. And it's admittedly easier to speak like that, but I kind of liked trying something new. So yeah, like I said, just let me know what you think in the comments. There's links down in the description for my Twitter, my Tumblr to follow what I'm doing. I know Tumblr is potentially going away in a few days by the time that this video goes up. Depending on, I don't know if they've actually go through with that or pull the plug on their decision or whatever. I will still be on Tumblr, and I'm still looking into some other avenues. But at the very least, follow my Twitter. It's down there in the description. You'll be able to see what I'm doing and keep up with me until I find someplace more permanent. But I'll stop rambling now. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next year. Bye.